Launch detected. 10 seconds.
Left full rudder. Fire one. Torpedoes in the water. Enemy helicopter is destroyed. Prepare for launch facility. Launch reporting. Attack from enemy warships. Retaliation from enemy warships. Target enemy warship. Fire on ready.
Launch detected. 10 seconds.
Fire one.
Launch detected. 10 seconds.
Missile silo 1 reporting. Missile away.
Launch detected. 10 seconds.
Attention, urgent time. Everyone hold on. Missile away. 10 seconds to impact. Torpedo 2 final. Ready for firing, sir. Contact surface targets detected. Missile silo 1 reporting. Missile away. Turn left. 30 degrees.
Distance 520. The enemy is increasing speed.
Squadron 110. Impact course 130. Attack enemy aircraft before they reach the launching point. Rearm and refuel command. Plotting course to combat area. Torpedoes in the water. Distance 470 and closing. Shoot at my command.
Distance 520. The enemy is increasing speed. Ready to fire.
Missile silos transfer target package Alpha Bravo 22. Flight attention. Radar reports 10 seconds to impact, sir. Torpedoes in the water. Port side turn. Go ahead. Delta Bravo reporting. Requesting return to base over. Missiles are fuel and ready, sir. Ultron is waiting to repair. Nose 31. Mission complete. Deny enemy advantage of